Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. I'm gonna do a video about the Fitbit Versa sleep tracker. So today is all about the sleep tracking on Fitbit Versa. I'm currently using an Android device. So if we go on the app on the Android device, the Fitbit app, it will show you a section of sleep where it shows the hours you slept per day. For just today. So if I hit that, we actually entered the sleep tracker. Now there are a lot of options over here. We'll start with the top row over here. So the top row has three sections in it. The first one is hours slept, the second one is sleep schedule, and the third one is hours in sleep stage. We'll actually start with the first one. This one shows how many hours you slept per day. So Wednesday to Thursday, it shows how many hours I slept. So Wednesday was the highest, 8 hours, where apparently the tracker wasn't active at that time. I'll explain you that later, but you can actually expand this section. You hit this and it expands, and you can kind of go and pick any date and it will show the date and the hours slept. And you can also customize the view. You can go per week, you can go per month, you can go per 3 month and 1 year. Apparently I have the watch for over a month, so it won't show that much of data anyways. But yeah, that's the thing. The highest amount of hours slept was on August 15th somehow. Well, apparently on that day the tracker wasn't active. Okay, we'll go back. We'll go to the section number 2, which is sleep schedule. You cannot expand this section, but this is just a brief estimate of what time did you start your sleep and what time you end your sleep. So on Monday, which is yesterday, I approximately started my sleep at around 10 and sort of ended at around 7. And that's the breakdown. You can see on Wednesday I had a split sleep where I had to wake up because of my kids. We'll go to the section number 3, which is the hours in sleep stages. This is pretty interesting. It'll show you how many hours you slept in different stage of sleep. So the dark blue, which is the deep sleep, light blue is the REM, and kind of blue is the light one. And no stage, because apparently the tracker wasn't active for those days. So if you kind of hit that, it'll expand and it'll show how many hours you actually slept. So let's pick Thursday, for example, August 16th. REM is 1 hour, light sleep is 3 hours, and deep is 57. I'll quickly give you a brief overview about this sleep stage so you can better understand. REM is rapid eye movement. That's a stage where your eye is moving too fast. In short, like you're dreaming a lot, your brain is hyperactive and your body is relaxed, the muscles are relaxed. It's hard to wake you up, but your brain is working and sort of you're dreaming a lot in that state. So I sort of dreamt for almost an hour 48 minutes on that in this particular day. Light sleep is sort of a transitional sleep where you're switching from light to deep sleep. So this is the phase where you can easily wake up from the surrounding disturbances. And deep sleep is the good one, where all the good things happen, like muscle regeneration, tissue regeneration, hormone release, and it's actually needed more. Apparently on that day I just had 57 minutes, which is way too less. But yeah, that's the good sleep which you want to see more. But on an average, the most sleep which would be recorded would be the light one, because that's where you transit. So you go in deep and come back to light, go in REM, come back to light, and stuff like that. So that's just an overview. You can customize this view for month and per week. We'll go back now. We'll go down. It shows per week, so it's Sunday to Sunday, August 12th to 18th. Will not take this because I had a split sleep on that week for Thursday, so we'll go and pick another one, and that's August 5th to August 11th. That's again another Sunday to Sunday. On this particular week, now this is a problem with the Fitbit tracker. It only shows 2 of the active day, the rest are inactive days. So for example, August 9th and August 7th are the active sleep tracking, where the sleep tracker was actually active, and that shows the exact data. 7 hours 55 minutes on August 9th, and August 7th 7 hour 22 minutes. The rest, you can see the graph is slightly different because on those nights this Fitbit or the sleep tracker wasn't that active. The one of the reason I personally found out was, and it's also it's also explained in depth on their blog. It's usually if you keep your tracker right on the wrist joint, it's not gonna detect pretty good. So you want to keep couple of fingers above the wrist joint on your forearm so that it actually can track your sleep, like get a good heart rate over there. Another thing is you need to at least sleep for 3 hours so that the tracker is sort of active. And don't wear it too loose, because if it's too loose and you toss around on the bed and the tracker moves, it's not gonna record your heart rate, and it'll show just like this. On this particular day, which is Saturday, the tracker wasn't active. So whenever a tracker is not active, it'll show you pretty much awake time, restless, and asleep time. So you can sort of expand this. I'll expand this. If you hit the red streak on it, it'll show you nope, right here. There you go, come on. Well, apparently the awake time is pretty less on that day, and if you hit the light blue, it's sort of asleep, and then the rest is restless. This is not that accurate because the tracker wasn't active apparently. If you wanna read their blog, it's pretty good. If you hit learn more, it'll take you to their blog where you can get tips about different sleep stage in depth and what it means and stuff like that. For now, we'll go back. Now I'll just take you on an active tracker night where the tracker was actually active. Let's say August 7th, which is Tuesday. My battery is low apparently. It shows an actual recorded time of REM, which is 2 hours. I was dreaming for 2 hours. Well, that's good. Light sleep and deep sleep, which is apparently very less, 1 hour 26 minutes, and it shows the time you started and time you end. So this is fairly accurate. And I sort of kind of check every day, every morning, and it's fairly accurate. And I just kind of think about the night and the time I was awake and stuff like that. It does make sense. So I would, in personal preference, I would say that it's fairly accurate, but it's only accurate on the time or on the night when the tracker was actually working. So that's pretty much it. Now I'll show you and explain you about the settings over here. If you go in the setting, you can actually adjust your goal. For me, it's 8 hours, which I hardly get. You can adjust your bedtime, so set a bedtime and set a wake up time. You can actually get reminders. That one is off on my device, and you can receive sleep insights, which I kept it on, so it'll send you a push notification for sleep insight. Now you see this plus icon on the top right, you hit that and you can actually add your sleep log. So for instance, you kept your Versa in charging and you weren't wearing it for that particular night, you can actually add the sleep log for that day. In this case, I'm sort of adjusting the time because it was recorded already, so I can actually change the time over there. And begin sleep now, so it's 9:45 now. I can hit that and it's the tracker starts working. But like, yeah. Now one other thing I wanted to talk about is, let me find that. Let me go on an active tracker night. There you go. So if you see here, you can actually edit the sleep time and the end time, because let's say if you woke up fairly early and the tracker is still on, you can actually edit that. And another cool part is you can share it. So if you hit this button, you will see you can take a screenshot, which you can apparently on an Android device anyways, but it will just take a screenshot and you can share it. And you can delete the log obviously with that. But yep, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming videos. and here I'm signing out. Have a good one, everyone. Bye now.